don't have someone who's readily available to play with you when you want. That's why.
You never planned on seeing the inside of this place?
Entering the labyrinth's the easy part. Making it back out. I'm still trusting your plan on that one, Captain.
Phoebe. Yeah, I know, right? Fair enough.
Shut up, dog.
God dang it, cat. You naughty little girl. I love you. Yeah, he's in timeout. He's okay, though. Phoebes. Oh, you're such a happy little girl, aren't you, baby? I love my precious little kitties. Mm-hmm. Who's a good, beautiful girl? Who's a good, beautiful kitty? I'm probably gonna be playing some Death Stranding today. If you'd like to watch that. Oh, I sent you an invite to the stream. If you want to watch, you don't have to. I'm just gonna be killing a bunch of dudes and finishing up the main quest. And
I suppose it would be too late to back out now, huh? Fear not, Captain. I'll watch your back.
hey, Vicar, I gave you some fucking pretty good weapons, bro. So you should be able to fear not.
That's the last of them.
That's kind of what my cat's doing right now. She's trying to get my attention. Dude, my companions kick fucking ass, dude. Holy shit.
Oh, good. A fight.
Woo! This fucking plasma gun's powerful. Holy shit.
On your left, Captain.
others fighting me.
Reloading this gun is not that long for being a giant plasma cannon. I like this gun. This gun is nice.
This is like a bad dream I once had.
His eyes are bigger than his stomach. Shit is starting to get real. Too much. Oh, I forgot. Neutron ray damage is actually damage over time.
That does it. Time for a drink?
No, I know what you mean. Sometimes that playing cute shit doesn't always work. Oh. Well, he sees you as his dad, you know. He can't help it. Holy fucking shit, these guys' armor is pretty good. Dude, my companions do way more damage than I do, oh my god. Companions are fucking badass, is what they are. Oh, get fucked. Oh, good. Damn. I literally could just let my companions kill most of these guys for me. When I get around to it eventually, yeah. Wait, you're talking about the new one or like Pirate Wars 3? I mean, yeah, the new one is cool, but I mean, I haven't really done a lot on the third one yet, so I'm not exactly in a hurry to buy the fourth one, especially when it's going to be like 60 bucks. Yeah, it'll go down in price at some point, and get around to it.
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. Ah, and the wayward doctor. Are you about done with your escapades? We have faces that need lifting, after all.
These days, I'm more interested in breaking them. Wouldn't mind taking a swing at yours.
And the convict. The vicar. You know, most people, once they're out of prison, don't seem keen on returning.
Oh, I would go anywhere to see you fall, sir.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens. My word! You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable. It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man. Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle. Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
I believe we could ask you the same.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way. Oh, right. This coming from the psychopathic outlaw. Yes, I'll try to be more open-minded about your path of wanton descent. We don't need your help. I'll admit, there's no shortage of talent in the scientists and engineers there. Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm the castle, as it were, and make it out of here with Phineas alive, I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you'll need someone to sell the rest of the board on your plan.
Wow. Normally I would have had to kill him, but I just talked my way out of that. A lot of screaming in this game.
Your execution brought to you by...
God, this thing is powerful as well, yeah. I like how they advertise the company that they're working for before they say they're gonna kill you.
Everything in my life has been leading up to this point. I believe I am ready for this.
Hope you're right about this, Captain.
Oh, we're gonna be ready for this, boys.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've been working with Dr. Wells from the beginning. When we moved to arrest him, he was prepared. I lost good soldiers in the attempt. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty. I'm afraid I can't do that. To your credit, Captain, you are one of the colony's finest specialists. Your technical abilities are beyond reproach. For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and therefore you are my enemy.
Yeah.
You make a nuanced and compelling argument. Here's my rebuttal. No. Dr. Wells is being held in my custody. His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him. All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony. Fair enough. I'm giving you exactly one chance to parley with me. You are the finest agent I'd ever had. I believed we would save Halcyon together. But I was wrong. You wander the system, doing as you please, answering to no one. Your mere existence throws Halcyon into chaos. I simply can't have that. The Board is the only power left at Halcyon. We're the only ones keeping this colony from dissolving into ruin. You had so much potential. I would have put your talents to good use. I would have made you wealthy beyond belief.
What anime? I heard about it. I just don't have like ready access to anime.
I'm not in the business of working with my enemies, and you've made your loyalties abundantly clear. You were always an unknown variable. I tried to recruit you, but you threw your lot in with that madman, Phineas Wells. I'm aware of Dr. Wells' plan. Revive some brilliant scientists and engineers from the Hope and work with them to save the colony. He's already revived you, after all. 50 or 60 years ago, I might have agreed with you. But we've passed the point of no return. The best scientists in Halcyon can't save us now. I appreciate your confidence, Captain. But so long as you're allied with Dr. Wells, we can never work together. I haven't given up on the program yet. You've caused some complications, but I can improvise. I can fix this. I haven't lost control of the labyrinth yet. Our security system is still operational. I can still put a stop to you.
Damn.
This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically, or something.
Like how she says that, but she doesn't realize how OP my companions are. About to have a boss battle right now. Oh, it's like a super mech or something. Whoa! Holy shit, that thing can one-shot you. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, talk about an OP boss. Literally just one-shots you, even on normal difficulty. He doesn't shoot you, though. He just... Well, I don't want to give away what he does, but he does something alright.
I'll take your confession now.
Not bad, huh?
Nice hit.
Why something stronger?
You might be able to one-shot me, but I can... Oh, fuck, he's got his AI to help him. God damn it, this dude has so much fucking backup. Jesus. This fucking boss is OP, bruh. Well, I mean... I don't know. I'm not a fucking florologist or whatever. Wonder if N-ray damage does more. Damn.
Here we go!
Never anger a man of the cloth.
I don't think N-ray does anything to him.
I've had quite enough of you.
Jesus, there's so fucking many of them. Oh yeah, they're kind of lighting me up right now. I need some fucking drugs right now. This is freaking OP. Give me some of that. Holy shit, it finally died. Dude, those robots are OP as shit. shit in this game, man. It's not even funny. Make the fucking robots in Fallout look like a fucking joke.
Why won't you just
She's screaming into the afterlife. That's terrifying.
get me out of here?
Don't worry, Phineas, old buddy. I'm gonna get you. Ooh, what the fuck did she have you strapped into? Some fucking electric chair from space or something? Fucking creepy.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind. I can't begin to thank you enough. I'm all right, thanks to you. Akande wanted my cooperation. I'm quite sure she would have beaten it out of me if you hadn't arrived. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
They haven't exactly been hands-on around here anyway. So there's one less rubber stamp to worry about.
Earth is humanity's home planet, Miss Fenhill. The psychological effects of losing our original home will be devastating.
First the food supply, and now this. That's it. I'm done. There is no plan, just random chaos.
You're experiencing a crisis of faith, Preacher. Don't worry. That just means you're paying attention. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
That's fucked up.
Yes, you're right. The road is long, and we haven't a moment to waste. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us? The chairman? I don't know why you let that heartless creature live, but I'll have to trust your judgment. When I revived you, I thought we were going to save this colony all by ourselves, but I was wrong. We can't save Halcyon on our own. We're all going to have to pull together, somehow. We are not a colony anymore. Our last connection to Earth has been severed. I don't know if we'll survive, but we're going to have to try our best.
Fucking pretty dark. Wow.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment she landed in Emerald Vale, her action. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Sanjar's civil liberties and worker-centric policies were slow to catch on with the other corporations.
This is basically the playthrough where I didn't fucking just murder everyone.
Arduous journey toward recovery. Many of Terra 2's smaller townships started adopting MSI's alternative corporate structure, and eventually became entirely self-sufficient. In the coming years, many of these townships managed to eke by, where otherwise they might have starved. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever.
Jesus.
Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together. Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. As for Reed Thompson, it was said that he lasted exactly 2 days outside the walls of Edgewater. Years later, a marauder was found in possession of his hat. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers, schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment
This is basically
program
the good ending where people don't all die.
to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. After all he'd seen and heard adventuring with you, the vicar Maximilian de Soto renounced his faith and joined the effort to rebuild the colony. Ironically, he finally found the joy that had eluded him over the course of his life, and realized that perhaps he was always meant to be just a simple laborer after all. He quickly dismissed the idea. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name. And in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart.
They're like,
Neo
not
returned
actual
to
full-size
Monarch
black
to
holes,
take
though.
another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, an MSI subsidiary of Ragtag.
Oh yeah, those
survivors
objects
and
are like
wilderness experts.
smaller than
Anyone
the
in
size
need
of a
guide,
single cell, though.
or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail, or clearing an infestation.
Yeah, I know, but you gotta understand the scale. The bigger a black hole is, the more powerful it is.
Capabilities across what was
Well,
left of the
not the
colony.
black hole itself, but its
This
singularity.
led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Though Minister Clark was eventually released from house arrest, long years of isolation left him a changed man, little suited for bureaucratic work or for the colony that was changing around him. He remained in his estate largely by choice, fading from public view. Chairman Rockwell served as the public face for the changes in Halcyon to come. Whenever you needed strings pulled or a voice to sell a policy change, Rockwell was only too happy to oblige. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. Though he was always haunted by the failures of his past, he was determined to make things right by building toward the future. The revival project was hard and painful work, but in the end, despite limited resources, over half the Hope's colonists were successfully revived. Even after Wells passed away, the Hope scientists and engineers worked night and day to pull Halcyon from the brink of collapse. Their efforts continue to this day, which may be reason enough for optimism. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he
That's kind of
revived.
sad.
Life will never be the same in Halcyon. It is widely agreed
Then
that
again, I
the
guess it's not
colony
really
has
that
a chance of
sad.
stabilizing within a generation, owing to the hard work and determination of the surviving colonists. Recovery is a distant goal, and the path is long and uncertain. But the people of Halcyon carry on, determined as ever. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? You brought an end to the chaos on Tartarus, and made Chairman Rockwell your own puppet, a role he was all too eager to play. The colony never realized you were the true power behind the new administration. By acting vicariously through agents and third parties, you controlled Halcyon from the shadows. As a result, Halcyon survived the turbulent years that were to follow.
I don't know, but that's a little bit of a stretch.
And no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon.
No, I don't think that's the
All
way to
we know
get to
for
it, though.
certain is this.
Yeah.
The name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
It's pretty fucked up that Earth basically just ditches everyone. Fucking Earth? Man, I wonder if they're ever planning on making another game where you actually go to Earth and give them something to... Nah, you probably don't. Damn. What I like to call a game that's not super long, but it's all about quality rather than quantity. This game has a really beautiful theme song. Oh, okay. They let you go out of the credits when you want to. All right. Before I end the stream, I'm gonna Huh? No, I was getting through the last part of the main story. Wanted to at least go through the main story once. Might make some noodles soon, though. I mean, I am pretty hungry. I can't seem to eat. I need to eat.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
I'm gonna go kill everyone in Byzantium. Why? Because I can. I'll show you off some of the new guns that I have. I've got like 2 new ones that are, well, 2 that I currently have on my character, and then like there's other 2 that my companions are using.
Won't get any mercy from me. We are victorious.
Yeah.
What was that?
Make him regret it.
Don't ask for that.
Yeah. Here, let me show you this really fun weapon that I've been using a lot. There's a charge up feature to it. It can hurt you though if you're not careful. See, like it actually hurt me. It's a very powerful weapon. Reloads really fast though.
Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center. You, the lucky few, have been selected to spend the rest of your days living the high life in your own private district in Byzantium. When you arrive, you'll be whisked away. Some assembly required. 24/7 furniture is not responsible for any injuries, psychological damage, or divorce litigations that occur during the assembly process. After you get settled in, you'll have the chance to explore your new home.
This fucking gun looks fucking cool. Even robots get fucked up pretty quick by this thing. I don't know if you're seeing this gun, but it's pretty badass. And if you're wondering why everything's dying so quickly, let me show you what the, I've been playing on normal the entire time. Supernova is like the super hardcore mode. And another thing about Supernova is it's something that you can only play on at the very, like you can only activate Supernova from starting a new game. You can't like say you can't go through most of the game and then put on Supernova. It doesn't work like that. So yeah, they thought about shit like that. Yeah. It's like, shut your mouth, bitch, and get your ass a moving.
Incoming!
Where are the other enemies at? Oh, it's a precious doggy. How do I? Oh, that's nasty. How do I get up? How do I get up? Oh, whoa. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, our faces are our softest, squishiest parts of our body. Besides our genitals, obviously. So, I mean, I don't know. Do 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 do. How the fickety fat... Hold up, I gotta look at the map. I can't figure out how to get out of here. Damn. That would probably make him salty. He's like a dark gray. He's a dark gray. They talk about him now. I want to go say hi to Hank. Huh? Yeah, probably for a little bit. I'll stream some Death Stranding if you want me to. Oh shit. Oh, that's nasty. Come on, game. I just want to kill some more innocent people. What's wrong with that, right? Yeah. Exactly.
You, sir, are a fabulous negotiator.
Nice one!
God, this thing is fucking powerful, dude. Gun is fucking awesome. The fucking glue gun is amazing. Huh? Holy shit, that does a lot of damage. God damn. This thing is powerful. No wonder it kills those people so fast. It kills me quickly too. Well, I killed everyone in Byzantine because, you know, why not? Why not just be a... This gun goes through a lot of ammo. I had like twice the ammo I had starting out. I love this plasma launcher. Alright.